Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring my May favorites. If you tuned into my previous video where I feature all of my luxury beauty favorites from last month, I always film the look that I put together, so I filmed this look, but I am featuring as many as I possibly can, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna start out with a little bit of the CHANTECAILLE Lip Potion. My lips are a little bit chapped, almost an empty here. I'm gonna go in with the CHANTECAILLE Ultra Sun Protection SPF 45 Primer. Okay, I try a lot of foundations, but I was really impressed with this one right off the bat. Clé de Peau Radiant Cream Foundation SPF 25, and I have mine in 030. Yeah, this is a little bit on the light side for me, but it's a closer undertone than 040. One of you let me know though there's another undertone offered in Europe with a more golden undertone, which would be amazing. I don't know why we don't have that here, but I would love to try that. Okay, I'm just adding it to the center because like I said, it's a little bit light. Let's experiment with something here. So I want to try and see if we can add a little bit of depth to this and also thin it out because I don't need as much coverage on the exterior except for, I don't know what's happening there with that. But we're gonna mix some of the Victoria Beckham Golden in with this, see how that works. Because I love this as well. I love this by itself. Mixed nicely. I think I need more of that serum. It's a little bit more translucent. It doesn't look like it there, but it's more translucent. Taking my Shiseido brush here. It's still a little bit lighter, but not as light. Plus it thinned out the consistency a bit since I don't need as much coverage. Actually, I like that combination. It thinned it out, gave it a little bit of a radiant finish. Did not blend well here, did I? I don't know why I went in with my hands at first because I do like this with a brush. I think because I've been applying so many things without brushes lately. I do like this with a brush though. Yeah, that just makes for pretty skin. Really lovely. Number 7, Mocha. Acne scar that'll probably be there for a while. Yeah, my skin scars so easily. Next up, SISLEY Under Eye Concealer in shade 4. La Prairie. Going ahead with the Perfect Blur Powder by CHANTECAILLE. Next Generation Eye Base by CHANTECAILLE. Next up, DIOR Show Onset Brow, new very favorite brow gel product. So I've got the brows on and that's again just from the gel. So I think this is fine for probably most people, but I have some sparse brows in the middle. So I'm gonna go in with this. Finally, I can call it a favorite because it immediately was a favorite the first time I tried this, and that's really rare. Actually, there are a few things that I have tried where immediately I knew this is gonna be a favorite. And then there are some products that took me a while to figure out how to use them and really maximize them for them to become favorites. So I'm thinking of doing a video on that. Things that I liked immediately versus things that took a little while. But let me know if you want to see that video. I'd be happy to do that. But let's go ahead with this. I just add in the center, not the center, but at the beginning of the brow. Just like this with upward motions. And then any sparse areas. Maybe right here, maybe a little bit above. This could use a little more definition here. And then kind of tapering out. That's it. Really, really fast. And then I just kind of check for the overall shape. Now, one thing that the brow gel can do if you put too much on is it can form little bits that are not sitting nicely on the brows. So I just use this comb to comb those through. So if you want to soften the look after the gel, you can use this. So you can see how quickly that helped this front part of the brow. So I know something is a favorite when I get excited to use the product, even though I have so many other ones. Actually, I was thinking about the other bronzers that I've picked up recently. So for this to come out as a favorite, because I had some pretty nice bronzers. Actually, I probably will have talked about them in the video. They're still really lovely, but this is the one that I get the most excited about. Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury into medium. And I love using this bronzer brush with it, the Kabuki brush. I just need to be careful not to add too much. And this is shade 2. I really like this kit that I got by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the eye wand. I do like that this is a matte shade. So I'm gonna put that all over the eye. And matte eyeshadow sticks are a little harder to come by than things with shimmer in them. Not quite sure why. I don't know if it's a harder product to make. Harder to come by when they're done well. Going in with a Chantecaille Sunbeam Cheek and Eye shade, and I'm just going to use that on my lids. And then for eyeliner, I've really been enjoying the Chanel Precision Eye Definer in Black Jade. Line. I'm going to do the same to the other side and add mascara. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try this. I haven't tried it yet, but I wanted to try it with the deeper Terracotta. This is the Terracotta Light in 03. And let's just take the deepest matte shade that I can find in here, which I think is this one. So let's see how that works. I'm going to use that as a crease color. I do love this bronzer though, as a powder bronzer. Yeah, that just intensifies very, very subtly. Let's just add a little bit more of the Chantecaille on the eyelid. Going in with cheeks, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury kit again, and we're going to use the, oh, see what happened? I didn't put it back. We're going to use the lip and cheek wand from the kit. Just for cheeks though. So I'm gonna do this on the cheeks, just dotting it on. Yeah, we're gonna use a powder too. So let's go with this first. I'm using this the same way I was using the Flower Power blush, the Valentino in 9. It's been making several appearances. Again, taking my Chantecaille Blur Powder. Then we're going to clean up the eye area here with Clé de Peau. Let's go in with the ESUM Lip Liner. Still love this one. This is in the Blushed Duo. I'm going to take the peachier side here. I had to go and grab this one from my bag. And the good thing about this, I know some people have mixed feelings about the shade they selected here for the summer collection, but it was really easy to find. Oh, sorry, this is Marigold. So I did want to show you Marigold with a little lip liner underneath, especially if you have already colored your lips like me. And I know Balm is supposed to be an easy product to use where you don't usually use a lip liner, but I think it looks really pretty with a lip liner. Okay, and then let's go in with the highlighter. Now this is one of the other products that I get really excited about using. This is the Clé de Peau Luminizer. It's not even a highlighter. They call it, what do they call it? Luminizing Face Enhancer, which I just dropped it. Which I think is such an excellent description for this. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush that I used for blush. Let me just remove the excess though. Because it is very much a face luminizer. It is something that brings about bone structure. I think this blush does a good job of that, but I really like the finish of this Clé de Peau product. So I'm gonna go in again with the, I could use a couple of these blush and blend brushes by Roen. So I'm gonna go in with this. So you can see what it just did to transform the cheeks, and you can see there's a lifted effect here. Yeah, I can clearly see it, so I hope you can see it in the camera as well, but it's very visible and evident to me, especially right up here. I can see that because light appears to be more forward and anything deeper appears to be further back, it looks like there's more bone structure here on this side versus here. That's what I love this for. It's so good. Yeah, I have to say Clé de Peau consistently creates products that enhance the skin, make the skin look more beautiful without looking like you have a lot of makeup on. So it's all about enhancing the skin, enhancing the bone structure that you already have, just bringing it to light. I think they did such a wonderful job with this product. I'm going to take a little bit of this and just run it under my brow bone. On this exterior part. I don't typically highlight my brow bone because I don't like sparkly things there, but this is how it looks. It's more on the powdery side. Yeah, really exquisite glow. Let me just take this down the bridge of the nose. I'm going to call this a game changer because there aren't other products out there like this one, and it enhances any makeup look that you already have going because it doesn't really add color, it just adds dimension in a really subtle, beautiful way. I'm going to add this to the inner corner, but it's got different colors here, so I'm going to go for this color and see what happens. I haven't tried this yet. It's like the lighter, warmer shade. Oh wow, yeah, you can see really what this is made of when you kind of deconstruct it like this. And you can see how soft the glow is. There's nothing sparkly in here. It's really beautiful. Actually, let me see if I can enhance this a little bit more. Just taking this all the way up, just following the natural bone structure there and enhance that. Now you do still have the potential to bring out pores if you add it here like I did. So I'm going to take my Perfect Blur powder and just fix that. I feel like I fix everything with this Perfect Blur powder, which is why I highly, highly recommend it. My looks have been quite casual recently. I like to lighten things up for the summer, so I also like to lighten things up with fragrance as well. So I really love this one. This is you or someone like you where they don't actually provide the notes, but I love that it's got a fresh, it's got to be parsley, mint, something like that. Something herbal, very clean, just a really fresh, clean, yet still sophisticated fragrance. And what I like about this particular fragrance is there's nothing perfumey about it. There's nothing heavy, nothing super sweet or full. It's just very light. And this is it for the Get Ready With Me. We used a lot of products, but we didn't use very much of any of the products really. Just very little, very strategically, even layering. I think I've got 3 Chic products on right now, but you just see an overall result. You don't see lots and lots of makeup, which is what I love. I think the most about makeup is using it very subtly, using it very strategically and with purpose to end up with just a really lovely look that doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I know many of you have these products and have been using them, so please leave your tips and tricks below so we can all learn from each other. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.